got to this point because the district decided to cut off negotiations before they were ready to be done with. We had made progress on the proposals that were made, but the job is still not done, and we want more for our students in Columbus.
Thanks so much for joining us on NBC4 at noon. I'm Brad Johansson, and we begin with breaking news. Right now, parents, students, teachers, so many members of the community are now frustrated as the clock is ticking down to the start of the school year. Columbus teachers have voted to strike. This morning, teachers gathering outside schools to picket, pushing to get what they want, so they say they can provide students with the best educational experience possible. 94% of union members decided that striking is the right decision, and the board says they're disappointed by that decision. But teachers say the last offer they received brought on this decision as the start of the school year grows closer, set to begin on Wednesday. We have team coverage for you this afternoon. Let's begin with NBC4's Matthew Herchick. He has been speaking with teachers picketing at Columbus's downtown high school. What's the message so far out there, Matthew?
Yeah, good morning, Brad. Well, you can see the teachers and educators picketing here behind me. They've been placed at different areas around the school since 7 o'clock this morning. And while this has been a really difficult decision for CEA, their message to the district and the community: this strike is an investment in the future of our city. Members of the Columbus Education Association have been marching and chanting throughout the morning, holding signs that state their demands for smaller classes, full-time art, music, and PE teachers, and HVAC repairs. Now, the decision to strike came after members last night reviewed the final offer from the district. Included in that final offer was a guaranteed 3% raise for 3 years, a commitment to fixing air conditioning issues, smaller class sizes for grades K through 5, more help for students from specialists, and more time for teachers to plan. And despite that, 94% of the union members, like you said, voted to strike. And while there may have been some who opposed the move, CEA spokesperson Regina Fuentes says they will support whatever decision educators choose to make with the start of school on Wednesday.
I can't speak for those that weren't, that did not vote for the strike. It doesn't necessarily mean that those people aren't joining us in solidarity. I don't have those numbers. We are going to continue to support and lift up our members, whatever choice they make, and hopefully encourage them to continue fighting for the schools that Columbus students deserve.
Now, Fuentes says that they have made progress on some areas of the proposal. However, as you heard earlier, they said there's still work to be done. They have reached out to the school district via via phone call, via email. They've even reached out to the federal mediator to get them back to the negotiating table. So far, the union says they have not heard back from the district. Local for you in Columbus, Matthew Herchick, NBC4.
Matthew, thank you. Earlier today, Columbus City Schools Board of Education calling a press briefing regarding the teacher strike. NBC4's Cynthia Hill at the Board of Education now. What have we learned, Cynthia?
Well, Brad, after months of negotiations between the union and the Board of Education, we just learned that the board is sticking with its stance, doubling down on its latest offer to the CEA. Now, we do know that since March, these two groups were meeting. They've had 22 meetings so far. A last final offer was given Thursday by the Board of Education after a 12-hour-long bargaining session, but no deal reached. Last night, the union's members officially voting no to that last offer and yes to a strike. Now today, the board president saying board members are still confident in the final offer presented and subsequently rejected by the union. Union leaders say that final offer didn't include things like HVAC guarantees, among other issues. Here's part of what the board president, Jennifer Adair, said just moments ago regarding the two groups' points of contention.
We have not been informed of the reason that CEA has determined to strike. There is public information out there, but the board has yet to receive information about what are the sticking points. I will tell you that we are committed to working through this and look forward to continuing the process since they have issued their or began their strike.
Now, the Board of Education is set to meet tonight at 8 o'clock at Southland Center in an executive session to discuss further negotiations. As of right now, a scheduled meeting between the union and the board has not been scheduled, but the strike continues right now. Students will start school Wednesday virtually for all of them. Local for you, Cynthia Hill, NBC4.
Cynthia, thank you. We'll have complete coverage of the strike, how it's impacting families. All of it's up right now at NBC4i.com. Be sure to download the free NBC4 News app for breaking news alerts on the story as it continues to develop this week.